Hello again, I'm still Jeremy. Behind me is City Hall, and let's go check out the second part of Nakanoshima Island in Ōsaka. Thwarted by a red light already. After we look at this very exciting post office box here, explain what this is. If you watched part one, then you know what this is about. But if not, Nakanoshima is an island in a river in central Ōsaka. So City Hall is back there. This is a bank building, I think. And I'm doing a three-part series of videos about Nakanoshima, which is just biking along it and checking it out. To the south here, I had the river names wrong in part one. To the south here is Tosabori River. To the north, just over there on the other side, is Dojima River. So today we're going to go about to the 2/3 mark. We're going east to west. I don't know this area super well. I've been here a few times, but it's been I haven't been here in probably 4 or 5 years. It's a weekday. So there are a lot of business people walking around, which is going to make biking a little more difficult. Some cool sculptures and stuff. That's like a bench, place to sit down maybe. Kind of cool. And I'm happy to say that you caught me at a very good time because it's really hot, it's very humid, and my blood sugar was up in the 280s before I started this trip. I took 1 unit of insulin, which isn't enough, but hopefully it'll come down. Thanks to that and all the biking. Then it'll be lunchtime. Okay, this is going a little bit too slow. So I'm not quite sure how to do this. There's this part, which is the south part, but I also want to see some of the north part. So let's go down this ramp and check out the north part. It's a humid day. It's not super hot. It was raining all day yesterday, although it's the middle of summer. It's only hot when you stop. So today I need to make about a 6-hour video. But I won't do that to you or for you. And I don't know what these buildings are. They have this big grand edifice kind of feel to them. I know what that is over there. Okay, this over here to the right is a train station. Watanabebashi? No. Oebashi station. Okay, let's go check that out. Which means go across here. I got an interesting comment on one of my YouTube videos recently. The comment said, sorry, I'm getting my bearings. I've been rushing around all morning. The comment said, really enjoying the biking videos. When you're squinting in the sun, I think sunglasses would help. And they're correct. Of course, sunglasses would help me squinting in the sun. But it reminds me of a conversation I was having recently with a Japanese friend of mine about masks. Because during the COVID pandemic, of course, people were already wearing masks here because they do that every year anyway. And I've never liked them. I never wore a mask. I always thought masks were very, very impersonal. Made everybody look like a doctor or a nurse or something walking around. It was very strange. I didn't like it. I would have conversations, like meetings and stuff with people, and they'd be wearing masks. Or the staff in a store would be wearing masks. And it was always very, very impersonal. Couldn't see their face. All I could see was their eyes. And, their hair was here, so all you could see is this. Couldn't see them smiling, couldn't see anything. It was terrible. So when the COVID thing started happening, especially in America, this Japanese friend of mine was wondering, why are there news stories about how Americans don't want to wear a mask, that they're refusing? There's like anti-mask rallies. What does that even mean? By the way, in the last video, I was trying to get up to a plaza to show you. I was wrong. What I meant was this plaza. We'll go scope it out a little bit. I want to show you this interesting statue. Let's test out this 360-degree camera. We'll go around this and try to pan around the statue. So I was explaining to my Japanese friend, by the way, this river is the Dojima River. We can't go that way because we'd be off the island, and that would be antithetical to the whole point of this video. We can go down this really cool path here, beside the river. So I was telling my friend, probably has something to do with that. People just, it's not American culture to be wearing masks. You wear masks in hospitals and clinics, and that's where it ends, you know? You don't just wear them on the street. And I thought it was very impersonal. And my Japanese friend said, well, in Japan, we don't see it that way. We think the eyes are where the smile is. So we don't have to see someone's mouth to know if they're smiling. We just look at their eyes. Eyes are more important. Which seemed odd to me because you're not even supposed to look people directly in the eye when you're talking to them and having conversations with them. Although I do anyway. What do I care? So I said, oh, well, to me, it's about the mouth. And then we decided that that explains why sunglasses aren't really a thing in Japan. I suppose some people wear them. You see cyclists, like serious cyclists, wearing them. Okay, let's go back down to the south. So this is still Nakanoshima. Still on Nakanoshima. Let's go over here by these big pillars. I don't know what this building is. Oh, there's a floor guide. Oh, Festival City. That's a big important building. A lot of restaurants. I think there's lots of space. But kind of what masks are to me, sunglasses are to my Japanese friend, I think. In which sunglasses just hide the eyes. They're very impersonal. And I said, well, they're kind of impersonal in, I think, in American culture too. You both are impersonal. I don't really care for sunglasses all that much. I don't even think I own a pair of sunglasses right now. So that's why I'm squinting on this video and other videos like it. And I'm going to be squinting all summer. I think actually I do have a pair of sunglasses from, I bought some in America a couple years ago on a road trip I was taking. Somewhere in a closet there are those, unless they've gotten crushed. All right, back to the south here. I think the south, this path on Nakanoshima by the Tosawori River. Is this pigeon sleeping? He's all right. I like this path more. I think it's a little bit less used. I think the north is a newer path than one we were just on. So we have this path all to ourselves, except for these good people who are enjoying it with us. So I guess that's my roundabout way of explaining why I'm not wearing sunglasses. Although I may actually have a pair, it just doesn't occur to me to wear them because you never see people wearing them. You just squint. That's why I have all these characterful lines on my eyes. Crow's feet, man, it's the only way to be. Look ahead, you see this, that bridge, you see this bridge? I wonder if it's okay for bicycles. I don't even know where it goes, but there's one way to find out. Follow the bird. Oh, well, we have to go there. Look at this. I wonder if this bridge just leads to this building. This bench says, "May peace prevail on earth." It may not. We'll see. Okay, here we go. But sunglasses are not totally unknown here, especially among gaijin. So if I wore a pair, nobody would care. This is weird. I have a feeling I'm going to get into a dead end here. Kind of a dead end, but there's an elevator. Put my bike on the elevator. Let's see. No, I think I'm just in everybody's way here. Yeah, it's only stairs. Okay. Back down. Or cut over back to the north side. We're going today as far as a section of Nakanoshima that has an art museum and a science museum next to each other. And just kind of a notable landmarks, twin landmarks. So this area is full of businesses and business people. And that's why, I guess that's why these little paths exist. It's a nice area, you know, it's in the center of Ōsaka. And rich, important people work here, so there's nice places for them to walk by the river. It's a bit hot today, and it's just before lunchtime, so everybody's probably in the office. But still, they exist. And I really don't know what's beyond this point. Back behind us, we can't actually get through. This is not my normal bicycle, by the way. I had all these plans, like it's been raining, and I'm trying to keep to a YouTube schedule, and Nakanoshima Part 2 is supposed to be published on my channel in a couple days, and I hadn't even filmed it yet, much less edited it together and everything. And it was getting pretty giddy, as they say here, right down to the wire, right before the deadline. And fortunately, it was raining all day yesterday, and I didn't have a chance to do it then, but it's fine today. So this was my chance. So I had all this worked out, this whole plan worked out for today and tomorrow, doing some shooting on the bicycle around Nakanoshima and other areas. And I put all the stuff, all the camera stuff and everything in my bag, and I went outside. My bicycle had a flat tire, and I didn't know why. Because yesterday or a couple days ago it was fine. So, let's go along the sidewalk here. So I had to take it to the bike shop, and usually they're pretty quick. They just look at it and they fix it, and this takes, 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. Watch where you're going. However, he said, okay, it's going to take a couple hours. Can you come back in a couple hours? And I said, well, I'm actually supposed to go biking around Nakanoshima right now. He said, oh, well, here, you can take this other bicycle. So he gave me this loaner bicycle, which he didn't ask who I was. He didn't take any ID or anything. He just gave some guy a bicycle. So here I am on this bicycle, which it's all right. It's working well. What I like about it is it has an umbrella holder, unlike mine. And the umbrella holder is being used to hold my camera. And I've been wondering, can't go in there. I've been wondering I need a better system for holding the camera onto my bicycle, because right now it's just kind of lashed to the basket wires. This works pretty well though. I mean, it's right in my face, so the reverse view is probably rather unpleasant for you, but that's your problem. Okay, we are here. We're at the Art Museum and Science Museum complex. Oh, wait. Before we go over there, there's some kind of park here. This is called the Four Seasons Park, I think. Yeah, I wanted to check this out. Saw this on Google Maps. When I think of a bicycle bell, I think of basically two things. One, the song Bike by Syd Barrett and Pink Floyd. And number two, it's just like some artifact from the past. A bicycle bell like you'd use in the 1920s. But here in Japan, it's still useful, still relevant. And I need a bicycle bell. This one doesn't have one. And I've been on the sidewalk this morning, coming here to do this. And people were kind of walking right in the center of the sidewalk, and that's usually in Japan when you ring them out of the way. But I had no way to do it. So I just had to wait and be patient until they noticed me. What is this building? All these buildings, which must be used and important, and I have no idea what they are. Offices, I guess. These little helpful things out front, all they say is about the restaurants. Every one of these buildings pretty much has restaurants in it for the people that work there. And a 7-Eleven. Oddly, 7-Eleven, I don't know why, some of the 7-Elevens in Japan are called 7-Eleven. Some of them are called 7 & I Holdings, which is a very, very corporate-sounding, unappealing name. But the commercials on TV, they even have a jingle for it, and it's actually pretty good. 7 & I Holdings. It's a terrible name, but they make it work. I don't know what this little plaza is for. I'm not really a corporate type guy, but these office buildings do look kind of fun until the big earthquake comes. Okay, I wonder if we can get down the other side of this. These two guys will let me by. Because this bridge goes over something, but I don't know if there's a ramp or stairs or nothing. Oh, there's a ramp. They thought of everything. They knew we were coming. So this over here is Dojima. This is the North River, so we're still on Nakanoshima now. All right, let's go down to the art museum. This is Nakanoshima Sanchome. I don't know how to read that, but I know it means pedestrian bridge. Okay, how do I get across? It's not bad when you're biking. The temperature is not overwhelming. See what happens when I stop. So you always know the art museum because ever since I've lived here, it has had these this big pipe sculpture thing out front. How close we can get to it, I'm not sure. Pretty close, maybe. I wonder if we can find out exactly who made this, when, and what it means. Ōsaka Science Museum, the National Museum of Art, Ōsaka. You are here. Well, it's atop a building. I've never actually been to this art museum. I have been to the Science Center. I went to the planetarium. ここで。あ、すいません。どこから大丈夫ですか？あ？駐輪場これあるの。はい。こちら触っていただいたら。はい、すいません。ありがとう。No bicycles. I did not see a sign to that effect. Oh, there it is. No bicycles. Well, it's not my fault. I can't read that. It's in Japanese. Okay, it's in English. Bicycles, motorcycles, do not enter. Well, that answers that question. How close can you get? As close as possible until the guard sees you. By the way, here's a little inside baseball about Japanese. The way Japanese uses English. That guy, his job is called guard man in Japanese. They use the English guard man. They don't just say guard, they say guard man. I didn't say it was interesting inside baseball, I just said it was something that's true. Okay, so there you go. That ahead is the art museum, I guess. I guess that is the art museum. Go down under that. And then over here is the science museum that has a planetarium, which is actually very nice. I'll tell you my planetarium story some other time. It's a short story, it's not that interesting. It's all right though. It's kind of a coronavirus story, in a way. All right, I'm gonna turn the bicycle around to frame myself with this cool sculpture and tell you thank you very much for coming. I really enjoyed this. It's a great sunny day. It's really not that hot. And it was really fun to see those paths by the Dojima and the Tosabori River. Yeah. And so thank you for watching. Next time we will be on that way on the last 1/3 of Nakanoshima. I'm going to try to get to the exact last point, just like I did on the east side. I don't know this third of Nakanoshima very much at all. I've only been there a couple of times. So we'll see what it's like. We'll check out the north and the south sides of Nakanoshima. So thank you for coming. If you would like to watch these videos one day earlier than everybody else, you can subscribe to my newsletter at t1dwanderer.com/subscribe. And anyway, thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time.